on deck 8 of Norwegian Escape, and we're outside the District Brew House. And this is right off of the forward elevators and stairs. So it's a great place to come. Ryan, how many beers did they have on tap?
Something over 30 plus a bunch of bottles,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
If you're a beer drinker, this is the place that you want to come. It had a great atmosphere. Never really seemed to get overly crowded. It was busy, but it wasn't super crowded, but definitely a place to come have beers.
Absolutely.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to walk across the ship, going past the, again, forward elevators and stairs to one of the specialty restaurants, which is called Food Republic, which is pretty cool. They have a good menu, great actually. It's kind of a fusion menu, but what's really cool, and you'll see it when we get in there, is you actually order your food off of tablets. So your menu's on there and you just go through and you're like boop, 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 and you choose the food that you want to eat. Let's see if we can peek in. There we go. And as you can see, this is really just a gorgeous venue. I love how bright and airy it is. Tons of windows. You can see the tablets over here that you can order off of. Again, I think it's a lot of like Asian fusion style of food. I had it when we were on Prima and it was delicious when we were here.
But I mean, views for days, all windows. I mean, it's been nice to see you sitting over here. I was a little bit blown out, but it would be nice to sit over here and really enjoying everything. It's awesome. Great views in the ship. But yeah, I mean, just a great venue. I had not personally eaten here before, but I was looking, the chicken teriyaki looked really awesome to me on the menu. So, cool spot for sure.
Okay, so we're walking from deck 8 forward, going towards the aft. We have La Cucina, which is their Italian specialty dining. I haven't had it on this trip, but I've had it before, and it was delicious.
Absolutely.
And if we turn to the other side, we have Sid Norman's Pour House. And we came in and we watched entertainment in here the other night that was actually like incredibly phenomenal.
Yeah, they were great. Really kind of making it very inclusive. Everyone out in the audience singing to you, you know, smiling, dancing with you, everything in between. It was really a lot of fun.
And what I think is kind of cool about this is if you pan over to the bar, you can see they actually point the bar chairs towards the space. Like they don't want you sitting and looking at the bar, they want you engaging in the entertainment. And I've never really seen a bar set up like that before, so I thought that was pretty cool.
So again, here is a, you know, while it's not a very small venue, it still is considered a small venue on a bigger ship. So when you see if a show begins at 9, really the latest you should get there is probably 8:30 if you want to be guaranteed a seat. Because as you can see, yes, there are a lot of seats in here. There is still not a ton of seats because they use all this floor spacing over here to make sure that they can go and run around and sing and do their show, what they're doing. And also, here's one less seat. So you cannot sit there. But it's definitely recommended that you get in here at least a half hour before showtime.
All right, we'll head out. Again, La Cucina is right across the way. See the line forms that way. Then you come into a pretty cool place. It's called Tobacco Road, and this actually was a famous bar and landmark in Miami, Florida. And what they've done, it doesn't exist anymore, but they've brought that entire bar, the feeling, the ambiance, onto Norwegian Escape, and Tobacco Road's right here. So if you're even familiar with that or your clients know it from Miami, this is a great place for them.
And kind of sticking with the tobacco theme,
yes.
On this side over here and this way is the Humidor, which is the cigar lounge. So definitely if you want to go have some smokes, some cigars, this is a spot where you can go in there and enjoy that without any disruption of the other passengers on board that maybe don't like the smell of cigars.
And they do a good job because, I mean, we're standing right outside of it and you can
barely smell anything, yeah.
See, here's Tobacco Road. They've got signs from the original when it was out in Miami. Just pretty cool to just walk by and look at the different photos that they have. And now we're walking back to that beautiful chandelier. And we've got some cool places up here. Over here to the right, we have The Cellars by Robert Mondavi Family Wine Bar. And it's really cool because they actually do wine tastings pretty much every single day. I think I've seen one. And let me rephrase that, a Michael Mondavi, not Robert. But they've got all sorts of wine events that you can sign up for. And then there's some shopping that you can start. This is kind of the beginning of the shopping on this side. However, on the other side, we have a couple of the specialty restaurants. You have Bayamo by Ocean Blue is over there, and Pincho's Tapas Bar. And those are, again, specialty dining, nominal fee. But you also have the Sugarcane Mojito Bar, so if you've got somebody who loves mojitos, this is where they need to come.
We'll just take a quick peek in here. So, very small venue. Definitely, if your clients are looking to eat here, this is, one of, if they really like Ocean Blue on previous ships, definitely, there's not much room in here. So if they can get those early reservations, the earlier the better. But it's definitely a smaller one of the specialty restaurants here on board. So continuing through the shops on this Deck 8 journey that we are on.
Yes.
So you can see all kinds of different watch types. You have your typical Movado, Citizen,
Hamilton's,
Invictas, Tag Heuers, everything.
And to let you know, we're in port right now, so all the shops are closed, but this is bustling when we're not in port.
Right, absolutely. And you can see here's operating hours for this particular cruise. Everything is tax and duty free. Lots of different rings, necklaces, bracelets, kind of anything you can think of.
They have like the Effie jewelry. Just so much stuff here. They've got your beauty, your perfumes. They've got your logo store. But what I thought was cool about the logo store here, which is called Sandbar, is they have really cute stuff about cruising, stuff about the beach. Not necessarily NCL, well, they do have the NCL logo wear, but it was cute stuff like today is my beach day type of things, which I like seeing that. It's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're walking through, these are the aft elevators on Deck 8, but where they lead to...
I would say one quick pause for a second.
Oh.
A quick tip. So, as you can see, these banks of elevators, there's two here, there's two there. On this particular class of ship, as you can see, there is, pointing over there, the one elevator button on that side and the other one over there on that side. What you need to do is you need to hit both of them because they are two separate banks of elevators. So instead of only having the 4 sets be able to come, you can have 8. So it's a little bit of a quick tip to be able to go and get up and down a little bit faster.
Yes, it makes a big difference. It was something to learn. But at the very aft of Deck 8, we have Moderna Churrascaria and Cagney's Steakhouse. We had the opportunity to eat at both of these on this trip. I've actually not seen Moderno on a ship before, so this was my first time experiencing that. And that's where they just keep, all the meat coming to the table. You have your little card medallion that is green on one side, red on the other, and you have to flip it over depending on what you want. I mean, it's so much food.
They will keep coming to you, and you can also request. I really enjoyed the chicken wrapped in bacon. I loved that, and when our server came over to us, she had asked, because I had my green card still up, and I told her what I wanted. I wanted the filet, and I wanted that chicken wrapped, the chicken wrapped in bacon, and it was so good.
And here, we'll show you the little card. So this is the card. This is red, no thank you, or green, yes please, I want more.
So yeah, it's now as you can see just from Ocean Blue, look at the size of this restaurant compared to where we just were. So definitely more space in here. However, still always recommended that you go and you book as soon as you can.
Yeah, as soon as your clients can book on the app their specialty dining, they need to do it. We actually ran into the challenge that we couldn't even book specialty dining until we got on the ship.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that your clients are booking as soon as it's possible through the app so they're guaranteed to get their spot.
So we just crossed over, and this is now Cagney's Steakhouse. So Pretty much staple on every single Norwegian cruise ship, basically since at least the Dawn, maybe even before with the Sky and Sun, but I know for sure on the Dawn, every ship pretty much has Cagney's. As you can see, again, a very large specialty restaurant here.
And I just want to point out, look at the size of this wine glass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that could hold a bottle. You don't take a bottle, but I mean, they fill it up to here, and that is a lot in a glass. Look, it's like the size of my head.
Yeah.
So it's a great wine glass. I wanted wine just because I wanted to try that glass.
Absolutely. And you can see going forward this way, you have the heating lamps over there. That is a kitchen where they go and they make these delicious meals for Cagney's. The chef's back there getting ready to prepare for tonight's meals.
And one thing that's cool about some of these restaurants is here we have Prime Meridian, which is the bar right in between them. So if you don't have a reservation for either of the special dinings, you can still come to Prime Meridian if you wanted to.
Yeah. All right, so that is deck 8.
Deck 8.
There's a little bit more to deck 8, which makes it a little bit more special, which we're gonna bring you to. So hang on one second, we'll be right back. All right, Elizabeth, where do we go?
So we are on deck 8, and this is called the waterfront, and this is where you can walk outside along the ship. Some people call it the promenade. I mean, it's cool. You get to be outside, but we are actually in front of Dolce Gelato, which closed right now because we're in port, but you want some good gelato, this is where your clients need to come.
Absolutely, and you got 1 scoop for $3, 2 scoops for $5.50. Just as a reference point, it is not included. You do have to spend a little bit of money to get that extra good ice cream, or gelato, I should say. It's not ice cream.
But Ryan and I have been having a really good time. We love just coming out here and walking, especially as the sun is setting and you're pulling away from shore. I mean, it's beautiful because it does wrap around the back of the ship. It doesn't wrap around the front.
Correct.
But it wraps around the back. And what's cool, you can see here we're next to Moderno, and a lot of the specialty restaurants have outdoor dining, which I think is pretty cool. And if you have guests in the Haven restaurant also has outdoor dining, which is neat. So especially like we're in New England right now, but the weather is glorious, as you can see. So being able to eat outside is it's really fun.
All right, so we are now on the back of the ship.
We are, and this is a tip for your clients too. A lot of times when we've been back here, there's not a lot of people. Now I'm sure, when you're originally doing the sail away party on embarkation day, there probably is a lot of people, but all the other days, I mean, look, like there's nobody back here. And last night we were out here for the sunset, and I think there were maybe 2 other couples. It's just a great place to come. Again, I love being on the aft of the ship and seeing the water from the engines of the ship, and you're just pulling away from wherever you're at. It's just a great place to be. I love it. And there you have it. That's our adventure on deck 8.